Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about... From the gamer, what else? Stop using mods to make female characters prettier. What about... No. Yes, no. What about a big, huge, fat, gigantic... No. No. Come make me, bitch. Right, let's read. Baldur's Gate 3 is the latest game to be set by gamers deciding that every woman needs to be endlessly beautiful and always glamorous. No, you absolute troglodyte, who probably is a moron. No, we simply want the females in Baldur's Gate to look like, well, women. Not a dude. Not anything else. No. We just want the females to look like women. I know it's something of a hard task to ask for you far leftists because you people are so damn stupid that you don't even know how to define a woman or what's the definition of a woman. Adult human female. You people cannot even think of anything else. So, obviously, it's going to be hard for you to understand that we want our women in the game to look like women. I know. But here is the tiny little detail. You will click, but it's the technology. Well, if it's the technology, then why do females look better after a mod? Or why the males look better from the get-go? Most of them are shirtless or look good and all of that. Meanwhile, the females are all covered up to make, well, to almost make Saudi Arabia proud with their Islamic tradition, or Iran, or some other Islamic nonsensical bullshit of a retard. Here's one example. Oh god, it's going to take an eternity, isn't it? But, here is one example that I am trying to portray here. Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 9. You can see the difference. Women are looking incredibly bad. Sonya, 11 and 9. You can see the difference, can't you? They look horrendously bad. They look like men or prepubescent boys. I'm not interested in that, I'm sorry. I know there's a certain demographic on the left that are into that sort of stuff, which I find it's probably a good idea to, well, meet a certain wood chipper, but or a Minecraft, or something like that, but nothing more. Right, let's read what this retard wrote. It seems to be this... It seems on the gamer, it seems to be a collection of village idiots. But this one is the biggest village idiot of all of the gamer. I'm not even going to say the name. Anyway, moving on. Jumping because it's just... retardness. Almost all humans have their almost all over our bodies. These white wispy hairs are near invisible until you get up close and see them in certain light. It should have been praised as a commitment to photorealism, but instead many gamers apparently ignorant of basic biology were enraged by it. It's even unacceptable for many games not to be beautiful, as the recent swath of mods, like Baldur's Gate 3, have proven. No, you moron. There is a reason why we complain about Aloy, or something. It's not because of her hair or anything like that. Take a look at this one. 2017, she looked like a woman. Now she looks like a fat fucking male. She looks like a dude. That's the problem. She was capable of grooming herself back in the day. But somehow she actually found testosterone and forgot how to groom herself. Don't you think that there is a problem into that logic that you just painted there? Oh wait, they are gaslighting you. That's exactly what you're doing. Gas fucking light. You see the difference? It's massive. It's incredibly It's very different what we were complaining about. We weren't complaining to the Velis, that's the name of the hair you're talking about. No, we were talking about how masculine she looks, you moron. And she goes on and complains about Baldur's Gate. But here's the paragraph I like to highlight. But before I highlight that one, why don't you just watch my trailer and enjoy something that it's not woke and definitely not stupid like this article. Hello, I'm back. Let's read the paragraph, shall we? This is just not a problem in Baldur's Gate 3. Any game that involves significant interaction with a female character quickly devolves into build a bitch. And if you need a woman to meet impossible beauty standards in order to connect with them, it suggests that these connections are only skin deep. No, you absolute moron. We are just tired of looking at what they claim to be women looking like men. You have seen a couple of examples in here. You are very much aware of those examples I showed already. But let's go on and show more. Here's one example of what needs to be modded. This one's from Mortal Kombat 11 again. Sonya? And you can see a shirtless guy over there. Yeah. And you can see that he looks better than the bitch over there. Here's another example of why we need modding. Here's the model for the male, the male captain thingy for Mass Effect Andromeda, which I did not bother to play. You can see he looks pretty much like the model. Now you go and check out Jade Rossi, which is the female variant. And you take a look at her, and it doesn't match. It looks completely and utterly different. So you're gonna claim, but it's realistic. No, you moron. They're basing the models on the actual people that exist. They hire them and pay them, and yet, somehow, somewhere along the lines, they end up looking like goddamn fucking retards hit by a goddamn fucking hammer. Do you see where this is going? Because it's massive. The difference is massive. Look at this. It took a goddamn fucking fan to actually fix this retarded nonsense that you see here. In fact, the 2D variant, which was a sprite on Diablo 2, this one is the remastered version, released by Blizzard some time ago. This is the Amazon. You can see her here, you can see her clothing, you can see that she shows her legs, you can see she looks very feminine and good, and here you can see it's a dude with boobs. So, a modder decided to go on and fix it. What did he do? He took out whatever they were trying to do here, make her look like a normal, and made her look like an actual woman. For once. Oh, and made her have some actual curves. At least it looks like curves. And this one does not. Do you see the difference here? This is why we are complaining. This looks like a goddamn fucking dude in drag. This looks like a woman. I know, DiAngelo. I know. You don't understand what it is a woman. You cannot define what it is a woman. You think a woman is just simply a state of being, or when something that you feel like you are sometimes. I know that. I know you're a goddamn fucking retard. But it is not that. Hey, here is an example. She looks incredibly beautiful. What the fuck did they do with her in the game Last of Us 2? Yeah. Quite the difference, isn't it? Even her boobs disappeared. And then you go on and check Abby, which looks, incidentally, like a goddamn fucking dude. Literally. Do you remember that one? So, they supposedly were based on an actual female body. And yet you can see her, she looks feminine. And when you look at Abby on Last of Us, they look entirely different. In fact, the actual model they're using here, she's using a compression bra for her to do exercise. But somehow, somewhere, Abby actually ended up finding testosterone to inject herself in the middle of the apocalypse. And then we have something here that looks like a goddamn fucking Cthulhu monster, or somebody who worships Cthulhu. Here, Tanya from Mortal Kombat 1, coming up soon. What the fuck this thing is? This is just not the only examples. There's much more if you actually dedicate yourself to search online. It's just an example of how bad everything is. This became a phenomenon or a problem in the last, 2023, 7 years, give or take, in which the actual rot of the far leftist moronic shit started to infect the entertainment industry and the gaming industry, kind of like a cancerous growth growing on your favorite pet that you cannot do anything about, but the best thing you can actually do is hope they actually meet a veterinary soon, and there is a self-sacrifice and you weep for a little bit and then you move on, like what happened with Volition. Here, one example. The Last of Us Part 2, which this bitch is nagging about, is an interesting case study here as well. Many have objections to Abby's unrealistic body. Despite the fact she was modeled off an actual female athlete. Yeah, you saw it. You saw the model. You saw how she looks. It looks nothing. Here. Nothing like the actual model and the actual model in the game. They are not even the same. They actually go on and they have admitted themselves to actually making the characters uglier. It's just absurd with this thing this idiot who wrote this article is gaslighting you with. Here's the last paragraph, because she is trying to, well, make excuses for her hypocrisy, because she's way okay with the shirtless guy. Trust me on that one. Here it is. I've always taken the view that mods and characters in video games should be like fan fiction, extra lore, extra quests, extra scenes, extra costumes. But to write fan fiction, you need to be a fan, and if you're changing Shadowheart because her skin isn't quite clear enough for you to be interested in her story, why are you even playing in the first place? Well, first and foremost, we want our characters to look like they were back in the days, like in the 90s, or well, even into the mid-2000s. Pushing it, the definition here of looking good. We just want them to look like females. We don't want them to be covered up like they are wearing a goddamn fucking Islamic garb, like a niqab or a burqa. We don't want any of that. We don't even want them to wear hijabs. We just want our females to look like females. Is that goddamn fucking hard to ask? Apparently it is, because you people don't even know what it is a woman. Well, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.